Hello my dear Pisces, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between January 16 and January 31st, 2018 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I want to wish you a happy new year and happy holidays for everyone that have a different calendar. Thank you so much for the year that just went by and for all of your beautiful support. So I used the Chart of the Hidden Realm by Barbara Moore and illustrated by Julia Jeffrey, and I'll start shuffling your cards. And when I open your deck here, I see Justice and the Nine of Cups. So Justice is about things needs to be equal and just, balanced. And Nine of Cups, it's has something to do with your needs as a human being, your needs of love, your need of companionship, your need of support, loving support. So see too that this is balanced in your relationship, that you are not only fulfilling other people's needs, but also getting your needs fulfilled, and the other way around, that it's not just your needs that needs to be taken into consideration. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Four of Cups, so that might be like a time of contemplation. Four of Cups is connected to the Emperor, Nine of Cups is connected to the Hermit. So it might be like a lonely time where you are trying to figure out how to balance up your relationship and your emotional situations. Either to start giving a little bit more or to withdrawing from giving too much, maybe. And I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have the Fool. So the Fool together with Nine of Cups, it might be new, beautiful, beautiful beginnings in your relationships, or in your kind of your inner space, your inner heart space. With the Nine, it's like you're bringing in the inner light there. Maybe you are bringing in some joy and happiness into your heart space. And I call the six elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Pisces viewers. So here we have the moon, that's Pisces, and sometimes Cancer, not so much Scorpio. Scorpio is death, transformation, but the moon is going deeper within, checking out what it is that you really need. Make a list. Feel inside of you what is it that's missing, what part of your emotional life has like a gap. So and you write it down, and you see it might crystallize into something that you can actually work for, building up in your life. We are not supposed to go through life starving. And the moon has the answers, like the pain is your beacon, it's your oil lamp, or it's your instrumental panel in the car that's telling you what's needed for the car to run smoothly. So I want my dear Pisces to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationship. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest road towards your highest destiny. Okay, so it's done. Sorry, it's slippery, these cards. So, okay, I will tune in for a few seconds. So Pisces, second part of January 2017. This is your future, my dear Pisces. There. And this is your now. And this is your past. So in the past we have a Knight of Pentacles. So it might be that you have been building on something. Maybe together with an earth sign. But it's like pondering, is this a time to invest? Is this the right person, the right project? The right divine timing? And the Knight of Pentacles is a very loyal entity, but also shy, wants to be loved, wants to be appreciated by people in the surroundings, so looking for improvement a little bit, and we need to look for improvement inside of ourselves, not in our surrounding. We need to look inside. And he's holding these pentacles that he has made from branches in the forest. So it's like he's planning something. He's wondering how this could be, if he really would build it in a grander scale. And the next here, it's this is the past, so December, first part of January, and this is the second part of January. And here we have justice, truth, honor, justice. For some of you, it might be maybe you are planning on saying you're sorry. Maybe you are planning on making something more healthy, more balanced. It might also be something more abrupt, like planning a divorce, planning to leave, planning to skip parts of your life that's throwing you out of balance, because the Knight of Pentacles really wants to be in balance. He doesn't like when things are, he wants to be rock solid, and that's why he's shy. He's moving slowly because he doesn't want to lose his footing. And we have the Fool, so it might be that you want to rush in and lose your footing, but you don't dare to. The Fool is very brave, mainly because he doesn't know better. And here you have the Five of Wands. So Five of Wands is, again, this project building, but having a lot of different opinions of how this could be. And we have the Nine of Swords. They're also connected to the Hermit and the Six of Cups and the King of Wands. And here we have the Four of Cups that came. So it seems like you are in conflict with someone, maybe a Leo person from your past. And with the Nine of Swords, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or someone with fire in their chart, may be a masculine person because of the King and the Four. So it's might be that you have different opinion of what needs to be built. If you would ask the other person, maybe they had a totally different view from you. So it's very important to have very clear communication, and not, you can try to convince the other person, but you can't force them or manipulate them into wanting what you want. It will only be a disaster. If you, for example, want a love relationship with someone that's not really into you, they want to climb down from this tree, or wants to have some other playful activity, and then you need to let them do whatever it is that they need to do, because if you force them into, you can always show that you're interested. You can show this Fool, showing your vulnerability, showing what you want, painting the picture of the future, but you can't really make them go with you. They need to do this by themselves, and the more you chase a person, the more they will run. So it's about being this a little bit stubborn, a little bit grounded Knight of Pentacles, and taking things a little bit slow, not throwing yourself into new things that might be a situation where you don't think the same as the other person. So try to find out what the other person wants. It might be love, it might be work, it might be family, different things. So you need to apply to your situation. This is your past, and we have a Queen of Cups there. It comes for some of the others as well, and you are Pisces. Earlier in November, we had Venus and the Sun being in Scorpio. That's a sister sign of yours. So it made a lot of people awaken their feminine part of their human heart. So becoming more empathic, becoming more forgiving, becoming more open, more vulnerable. So this is very good news for anyone that wants to build a relationship with others, because this is the kind of the Fool quality that you need to show interest in another person. But then if you after many attempts doesn't get the response you want, either from your lover, your place of work, or whatever, maybe you need to withdraw and try something else, or with someone else, or at some other place. But this is the ignition. This is how we manifest things in our lives through the queens that's birthing forward new things, and they are open for doing this. They are open for taking the risk of having a pregnancy and giving birth to a child. So they are not so protective, because it's life that wants to manifest. So it's very brave energy, and sometimes a little bit foolish, because you can risk a lot by being like this. But without this energy, there wouldn't be any life. We would live in nothingness, in death. And here we have a King of Pentacles, so the earth energy coming back. So it's showing that you need to have this ignition, like the longing of your heart, and a dream of what could be, like painting up the illusions, being the dreamer, the fool. But you also need to be the King of Pentacles. You need to have a castle and protective walls. You need to be able to go around and having your boundaries with you, being the very stubborn, decisive king. You know how your dream looks. You need to work towards that dream and not go into a situation that's tainted. So it's showing the witch and the warrior being in place. You also have the fool, that's the child. So you have everything in its right place. It's just that you need to take things a little bit step by step, and going into a situation like this. Hello, I have been interested in you for a while. Is it mutual? Do you want to take a coffee with me? So if the person says no, you're of course going to be sad, but you have the King of Pentacles. Then you have this place where you can withdraw and take care of yourself and your friends and the one close to you. So you don't have to lose footing because your dreams doesn't come true. You just withdraw and regroup and make some other attempt of creating. It doesn't mean that, like when the Queen is protected by the King of Pentacles like this, she doesn't have to be all whooshy-whooshy, and when she doesn't get her dreams made, she go and die somewhere. Here, when she has the King of Pentacles, she is very secure. She has this foundation. So if a person doesn't want you, you don't take it personally. If your boss doesn't want to give you promotion or raise your salary, you don't take it personally. You take it like, okay, it's an indication that it might be not so much fruitation at this place. If my woman or my guy doesn't, if I want to hug a lot or be close a lot and the person doesn't want it, I feel the sting because my needs are not being fulfilled. But I have the capacity now to fulfill my needs. So maybe I won't stay with a person that doesn't want to cuddle. So it's like this. You're becoming more like a really good unified entity. This might be you also, and together with an earth sign person, Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. And here we have a Five of Pentacles. So this is the moment when you get rejected and you feel like this, okay, this person didn't love you. They didn't take the bait. They didn't see the same vision of the future as you did. And it you might be feeling like you're left out in the cold, or like you are not valuable or you're not good enough. But don't take it personally. As I said, it has nothing to do with you. Either the person have never thought the thought that you had. They had never seen this dream. And sometimes we need to plant a lot of seeds before the crop will not fail anymore. So for example, if you are in love with someone that just sees you as a friend, it might be taking a little bit of time before they can see things in your way. So don't try to be more stable in this situation and not okay, so there I really made a fool of myself. You didn't feel the same, but know this, that I have seen a future for us that could be great, but I accept that you don't want the same thing I want. I hope this won't ruin our friendship. And then you work with yourself and your self-esteem issues. So you don't have to hate the person that rejected you. Probably you need to practice a little bit on rejection and still not become bitter or shy away. Maybe the person just needs time. Maybe your boss needs to see your skills first. Here's Knight of Pentacles, wants to show their skills. Okay, so this was in the past, and here you have the now, and there is the justice. So creating balance in your life, not making yourself all wobbly. The dream, always let the dream be there, but also protect this dream with a stable, like, centeredness in yourself, your self-value, your self-love, all those things. So And here we have the Three of Wands. So that's the Holy Trinity, the child, the witch, the warrior. When you are like this, you are unbeatable. No one will be able to hurt you because you are whole. No one can touch a man of Tao because there's nothing to be touched. There's no wound. And you have this ability now to become much more grown up, much more stable, not so dramatic, not so flinchy, not so, oh, he didn't want me or she didn't want me, I will never talk to him or her again. You will be more like, okay, so they didn't see the same vision as I did. Maybe I can help them, make them see. Maybe I can show my best qualities, and sometimes with time, emotions are awakened. Or maybe I see, no, they are not on the same page, but I don't have to burn the bridge to them, but I will hunt on other grounds. I will find another person that I can spill all my love to. So you need to be more grown up and not so like building these sand castles, and if they are being torn apart, you are as well. You don't have to. You can be the same person that you were before your dreams were shattered, okay? You don't have to take it so personally. We are so impatient. We want things now. We want them to be exactly as we dreamt, and this is making us miserable. So it's not the dream that's flawed, it's just maybe your patience, but I see that you're building this super power here, or the divine at least are pointing you in that direction, pushing you in that direction, so you will practice on this, practice on rejections. And here we have the Nine of Cups, so never backing off from what your true needs are. As I said when I shuffled the cards, you are not supposed to starve. You're not here to starve. There's abundance, but as long as you think that there's a limitation, well, the divine or the universe says, well, your wish is my command. There's limitations. If you say that, well, there's a lot of guys or girls out there that wants me, but it's never these people that I'm attracted to. Okay, your wish is my command. So when you believe in scarcity, there will be scarcity. So try to maneuver around that and try to see if you can be more trusting. If you can be more, this is connected to the Hermit, be more like a Virgo, like searching for the right thing, but not settle until you find like, okay, here is where I want to grow, because the Hermit is in a state of being a seed, staying in a cave somewhere. It's like a seed being stored in a basement, and it's first in the 10 where the growth happens. Maybe the seed is being put into fertile ground, or maybe it starts to rain and the seed starts to awaken. And actions being taken. So with the Hermit, it's like waiting for where to place my seed. And here we have the Five of Cups. So Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. You really need to practice on this and to become more stable, to balance yourself. Okay, so it's like you are wobbling between being a very little child and being a grown-up. So when we are a child, we are so in need of other people to tell us that we are great, that we look good, that we are doing good. Oh, you're so good on tying your shoes, and see what good of painting you did to your mama, and look at those cookies, they are wonderful. But now you're grown up, you need to do this towards yourself. So the divine is kind of testing you with this disharmonious fives and making you feel very like useless and disappointed, and nothing will ever come to fruition, and well, your wish is my command. So be a little bit careful with this energy. Practice on staying grounded, staying in trust, even though you're not getting the result that you want. This is a test. It is a test for you becoming more grown up and less dramatic. Okay. And here we have your future. And here we have the actual Hermit coming together with a beautiful Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands. So it seems like, yes, you really need to get to know yourself better and to love yourself better and ground yourself in you. So practice on finding, it's like going through a desert and having all the things that you need inside of you. You need to practice on this, so you always have this beautiful home to come back to, like this beautiful castle, your inner garden, your feng shui garden. Practice mindfulness, practice meditation. Check out my dealing with pain video for how to deal with the ups and downs of these wavery emotions. I'm hearing a song. I think it came for maybe it was Scorpio. It's this dolphin cry with live, and it's just this Five of Cups, this tsunami wave of emotion. Don't run from it. Stay with it. Let the waves hit you. The Hermit is great in that department. So it might be that you're dealing with earth sign as well. It's whatever going on your inside is going on, it's mirroring on your outside. So it might be someone with earth somewhere in their chart. Hermit. So it might be a little bit lonely here. 9, 5 of Pentacles. You feel like nothing, that you have built nothing in your life, that it's a kind of void or emptiness. But any day it can just spring out in this beautiful burst of springtime, okay? Whenever it's the water is here, a lot of water. We have also the seed here, so everything is like set. It's just that you need to embrace this with your emotions, so you can get to know them and not be thrown off by them or have to run away from them, because if you fear your emotions, you will avoid all the beautiful things that can happen in your life, because you fear the emotion. If you don't get your way, if you don't get what you want, you will get so your emotions are ruling your life when you try to avoid them. If you let them splash in your face like head on here, because you're now this Holy Trinity, and you just let it splash. Okay, this is my needs. I know them now, and the splash might come when you see that your needs haven't been fulfilled by anything ever in your life. So, and you just stay with it. The wave wants to heal you. It wants to make you stronger. It comes with the knowledge, with the message. Memories are stored in water, so it might be coming back things that you will start to remember about you, about your own person, and your own abilities. And you will learn this, the language of your emotions, and it won't have the power anymore to throw you off from your secure footing. Balance. Okay, and here we have a Knight of Swords, so King of Pentacles, 9 of Cups together with the Knight of Swords. It might be that some of you is involved with an earth air person that might have been a poster girl or boy for this lack in your life, like a person that they are totally right for you because they're going to teach you exactly this, what you need to learn. And this is like maybe there's some glue with you, because 9 of Cups is saying that you kind of have the relationship and the people in your life that you're supposed to have. But the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles together is kind of selfish energy. So you might be dealing with a person that doesn't give you what you need. Because it wants to teach you, this situation wants to teach you to not be so emotional by this. Okay, this person, I love them to bits and pieces, but they are not fulfilling my needs. Actually, I have never felt as lonely as when I'm with them. Okay, so take this knowledge and stay inside of yourself in this hermit quality and watch it from a logic, ego's point of view, and see, okay, so this person is actually not fulfilling my needs. And maybe you will start to voice those concerns that, you know, I love you to pieces and I have really hard time letting you go because it's the really glue between you two. If you leave this person, maybe you will be a bundle of tears. Okay, not a bundle of joy, but bundle of tears. And so you feel it's almost like addiction to this person, but yet they are not fulfilling your needs because they are protecting themselves, and they are easily overwhelmed, and they are emotionally detached. So you're acknowledging this, and you're learning from this person, because this person is great on getting to like balance their emotion. They don't care if you show them attention or not. If you don't show them attention, they have this great survival skills of pretending like they don't care about you. So this person needs to learn how to open their heart, and you need to learn to become grounded like them. So this is why the divine has paired you up. Yes, and here we see the emperor. The eagle is there. Also the raven, being able to see what's not harmonious in your life. I don't feel that this person is valuing me. I don't feel that they love me. So this is the truth, and you rule your life like an emperor. Okay, so you take necessary precaution. You don't let someone use and abuse you until you are gravel or you become like ashes. You don't do that. You are an emperor. You rule your kingdom. Queen of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Emperor. Your witch know exactly what you need and want to become happy, and you have this groundedness to build your empire. So start to build on your own life. Care less what this other person does, and become happy on your own accords, because there's a split of like a splitted energy here. The person that you love the most doesn't want the same thing as you do, so you need to take the truth out of this. 5, 5, 5, see the disharmony. Okay, 5, 5, 4. See the disharmony and use this to change your life. Even though since you love this person so much, you don't have to stop loving them. You don't have to hate them to be able to leave them. You can just see that they are not good for you. They are not fulfilling your needs. You are starving at the watering hole. It's a lock there. Someone has locked it. Okay, so you see this and you say, okay, I see you have locked your watering hole. I'm not getting my needs met with you. I love you, but I'm going to have to move away from you because I don't want to starve anymore. I want to live a happy life, and it seems like you can't make me happy. So it's less about making other people's happy here and more about making the little Pisces entity happy, okay? So I will take a card for you, Pisces, here and now. It actually fell out when I was fixing before your reading here, so it's really for you. 30, 32. 2 there. Okay. No. Sorry, I was 10 numbers too premature. Okay. Here and now. Being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. That's very important if you want to ground yourself. Don't see like, oh, I invested all this time and now it's never going to happen, and if I break up with this person it will take years before I found someone new and be in this situation again, and you panic. Okay, you get all up in anxiety. So don't do that. Okay, see here and now. Is this person fulfilling my needs here and now? Take everything like second for second, minute for minute. The divine, if you are doing the work good here and making yourself more balanced, being less dramatic, becoming the emperor, you will mirror this in your life. The emperor has people in his life. It's just like this. So you don't have to worry so much for what will come. With your human mind, you can't comprehend the possibilities of your future. Just take the knowledge that you have right now and act upon it. Okay, so everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today. If you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past, be present and notice what it is going on right now. This is perfect place to be, to survive any waves of emotions or feeling of that this person or this situation, it might be any kind of situation as well, is not reflecting like that you have any value. It's like you feel worthless in this situation. This moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. So don't try to chase your future. It will come to you when you just start to work on yourself, to become your true self, to start to change your direction, your compass towards this, what you actually want, how you want to rule your kingdom, how you want your kingdom to be prosperous. It can't be prosperous without the water, without, you know, people showing that they care. So for Kuan-Jin Oracle, Wild Kuan-Jin Oracle, for my dear Pisces. A bit too many cards, I would say. So, Wild Kuan-Yin, okay, that one. Priestess of Perfect Pairing makes the match. So it has come for other signs, or maybe it has come for you before. It seems to be an important card right now, because people are questioning, why am I in love with this person if I'm not, this situation are not supposed to lead into flirtation. You can't see the future, just act like with what you know now. I see the true nature of all beings and bring to them their perfect match, so that the journey of love may be experienced. Those currently in your life and those just now entering your world are there by my design. Ask for me to show you the purpose behind the pairing, and you shall learn to trust in my wisdom and compassion. You are now blessed with my loving grace in all matters of relationship and connection. Surrender any issue within relationship to me, and I shall intervene to create the perfect pairing. So take the truth out of the situation. If you see that the person isn't like fulfilling your needs, it might be that this is the perfect time for you to separate yourself from this situation. So the person will wake up, and you will learn new things, like putting boundaries, protecting yourself, making yourself stable, making yourself balanced, emotionally balanced and whole. So this situation is actually healing you, and you have to take forward personal abilities that you might not have used before, and you need to use them because you're challenged in this situation. So it's not going to give you things for free. You're going to have to give yourself justice. You're not going to fix your own balance. And then the prosperity will come just by you starting to love yourself. Then love will come to you. It will be reflected to you. Okay, my dear Pisces, I hope this helped. I want you to take really good care. And I wish you also a happy new year. And I also want to promote my channel, www.queenofcupstarot.se for Sweden. So you can check it out if you're curious. Okay, take good care and bye-bye.